another sports bettor. I am Monte with my co-host Matt. How you doing this evening, Matt?
Doing good, man. March Madness.
Yes, sir.
Go
March
Terps.
Madness is
I'm
here,
ready.
baby. Um, so today we're gonna talk about which teams we'd like to advance because of the Sweet 16, the Elite Eight, and what we possibly could see in the Final Four. So, what team do you like specifically to advance, Matt?
To to like the Final Four, I really like St. John's, man. I really believe in everything that's going on
Right.
with their coach and all that. But to reach the Final Four for them is plus 550. So I don't know, man. I feel like I'll pick them to reach the Sweet 16 at minus 185 for sure.
Okay.
What do you think about St. John's?
I like St. John's. I think they'll go to at least like the Elite Eight, possibly the Final Four. They've been balling.
So the Elite Eight is at plus 175, but minus 185 for the Sweet 16. So if you parlay this, plus 175 for the Elite Eight. I'm writing this down so when we make a pick later. See what I mean? Like, because that's a team I care about in this tournament, man. The round of 32, they're going to get there.
Okay.
To reach the Sweet 16 is minus 185, but to reach the Elite Eight is plus 175.
What about Maryland?
Glad you asked me. Because I know the Terps will at the very least reach the Sweet 16. And if they don't, dude, we're probably going to riot over here, man. Like, if the Terps don't reach the Sweet 16, I don't know, man, what I'll do.
Yeah, they need to come back. Maryland basketball, I think the Terps can go to the Sweet 16 this year. They're pretty solid.
Hear me
Speaking
out. It's minus 170.
you said what?
It's minus 170 to reach the Sweet 16, but to reach the Elite Eight is plus 480. Now that's interesting. I think Maryland could maybe do that.
They could. Because if they
Yeah,
don't,
that all the losses they've had have been like what, like last minute plays at the end of the game.
yep.
But
Last
that's
minute.
what scares me about the tournament, though, because that's how all the games are gonna be.
They got it early on. They got it before the tournament, so they might be okay.
That's why I don't want to pick them past the Elite Eight. So, like when we make the parlay later, remember Maryland at 170 for the Sweet 16, plus 480 for the Elite Eight.
Okay.
So, what other teams do you like to potentially watch for at least the Sweet 16 or Elite Eight?
Um, I would say Iowa State.
Yeah, man, I think so. I actually remember when I did my bracket. So they've been ranked what all year? They've been pretty high up.
They're ranked 3.
And I mean, like nationally, weren't they ranked like 13 or something like that all year?
They were like up and down this year. Their ranking.
But they were winning a lot. I know that I remember they have kind of an easy schedule.
Right, right, right.
Okay, so the Elite. Let's see. So Iowa State, it's minus 170 to get to the Sweet 16. The Elite Eight is plus 185. All right, so I'm seeing a pattern, man. You can get 170 for these teams that like we expect them to go to the Sweet 16, you know?
Okay.
So let's see what that comes out to. If you do Iowa State to the Sweet 16, let's say we did Maryland to the Sweet 16, and St. John's, it's plus 268.
Okay.
But it's not like all of them are gonna reach the Elite Eight, though, you know?
Right.
So who else do you like for the Sweet 16 we could add to this? What about Michigan State?
I can see Michigan State.
To the, so they're at minus 210 for the Sweet 16.
Not surprised.
If you add them, it's plus 434.
Okay. Um, Tennessee.
The Sweet 16. Right, let's see what it comes out to. Okay, it's minus 280.
Oh wow.
But if you do it, we get if you add it, so now we're at 5 legs at plus 643. I don't know, man. I think
Um, I know Duke could go in there, but that's probably gonna be
yeah, let's see. That's probably not gonna. Yeah, let's see what it
yeah.
does.
No, they're gonna.
Yeah, that's minus 750. I mean, we might as well add it, right? Let's. Okay, now we're at plus 759.
Okay.
But damn. Okay, who else on here is gonna be that team for us? Are you looking at it? What about UConn? Do you think UConn wins at least the first game?
Oh yeah, UConn. It's gonna be tough. UConn got to play Oklahoma, and then they probably have to play either Norfolk State or Florida. So it's gonna be interesting. And there's Memphis, Maryland's in that one too.
Oh, Florida will definitely get there.
So you got them beating UConn if UConn advances the first, past the first round.
Yeah, but so do you think Florida gets to the Sweet 16? They're at minus 750. I mean, we would really need them to have to be there at that number.
They put Norfolk State too. Sheesh.
So should we take Florida off? That's so high of a number.
What is their number?
It's minus 750 for the Sweet 16.
Okay.
Yeah, that's not worth it.
I know we can't put Houston on there. It's probably not gonna be worth it.
I don't want to put Auburn on. So Duke, we have Duke at minus 750 though.
Um,
So we have to look at
what about Texas Tech?
see, I'm not. That's not a school I have a lot of faith in. I don't know much about them.
Yeah,
What about you?
okay. Yeah, I don't know.
But hold up, so let's read it back. Okay, so all these teams have to go to the Sweet 16. We have Iowa State, Maryland, St. John's, Michigan State, Tennessee, and Duke. What if we just add Michigan itself too? Let's see what that looks like. I think so. What do you think about Michigan?
I can see it.
Oh, but that's at plus 210 for the Sweet 16. We could pick them for the round of 32 at minus 150.
It's not bad.
Who do they play?
First round.
Well,
Uh,
they just have to reach the round of 32, so they just have to win their first game. Who does
they
Michigan
play
play?
UC San Diego.
Wow, so they think the Michigan Wolverines can't beat UC San Diego? What do you think about that?
Never know.
Well, we have to make a decision. Do you think we should put them down? Do you think it will happen?
Yeah, we can put them down.
They're a 5 seed. That's wild. So Michigan is a 5 seed playing UC San Diego, a 12 seed, but yeah, we can bet at minus 150 that they reach the round of 32. That means they just have to win one game. Yeah, that's a good value right there. So if you add that, that's plus 1336.
Put BYU in there.
Hmm?
BYU,
To reach what?
the Sweet 16.
All right, let's see what it comes out to. It's a plus 220.
Oh wow. Or we could just do like make it to the second round.
Yeah, so that's a minus 160.
Okay.
You want to add that? I did.
Yeah.
So wow, so now we're up to 8 and it's a 2,263. It's an 8-legger.
Sounds good.
So those are that's what we like, man. Obviously, a lot of these are going to hit. We need to look back on this later and go, those are the ones we like though.
Right.
So we got individually, let's see what it comes out to. So, Iowa State to reach the Sweet 16 is minus 170, but do you have a lot of confidence in that at minus 170?
Yeah.
So Maryland is also at minus 170. Should we keep that?
Yep.
St. John's is minus 195. I think that's a steal, man. I like that.
Yep.
But then there's Michigan State at minus 210. What do you think?
I like Michigan State.
Okay,
They're
and
balling.
then
They're balling.
Tennessee at minus 270.
I like Tennessee.
And then we did Duke at minus 750. So then Michigan to reach the round of 32. So then they have to just win one game at minus 150
Yep.
against UC San Diego. I think they can do it. I have a lot of faith in that, actually, man. Like, why is that so cheap to us?
Hey,
That could be the steal of the first round right there.
if something happens and they do
No,
something
no,
crazy,
no. That.
we're gonna come back and be like, oh, now we know why that shit was so low.
But we're reading between the lines right now, man. There's a lot of money if Michigan beats UC.
Yeah, yo, I don't know. This that's how it be with the sports books, bro.
So,
So
so then the last one we did was BYU to reach the round of 32 at minus 160.
correct.
Do you still think BYU can do it?
Yeah.
Who do they play the first round?
Um,
I think they had a tougher
they
matchup.
play VCU. I know I'm going against DMV team, but March Madness.
Oh man.
If
Well, we're
VCU
gonna
beats
need it.
BYU, I'm rooting for them the whole way. Behind Maryland.
Dude, all right, so this is an 8-legger though.
So you just want to take BYU off there?
No, no, I'm saying we could do multiple ones where it's like we could do two. One that's like has 6, and another that has 6, right? Or two that have 7. I think the thing I have, like, which one on here do you have the least amount of confidence in? For me, it's probably the Michigans. I have
Michigan one, yeah.
the Michigan, dude.
Me
Yeah,
too.
but it's to reach the round of 16 at minus 210. So that's one of the worser values on the fucking ticket too, man. Let's take that off for a second, dude. Let's see what else it looks like. So now we're at 1,440.
That's fine.
But so that's a 7-legger, man. If what else do we hate on here? So I think that for me, I'm kind of nervous about the VCU BYU game, man.
I said
I don't know why,
we can
man.
take it off.
Huh?
We can take it off. It's fine.
I'm kind of. What do you think? I am a little nervous, man. I think VCU could pull it off. I think there's a lot of value when we make like the picks for real, for like the weekly ones, that we pick spreads for the underdogs.
Good.
Like all these games that are going 50-50, we could pick the spread for the underdogs. Like Clemson plays McNeese, right?
Right.
And I thought this one was like the one to look at because they have Clemson at minus 300. And I think that McNeese could probably cover the spread here.
Okay.
What do you think? Do you know anything about McNeese?
They're a decent team this season. as far as I was looking at through the tournaments and everything this past couple weeks, but not too much. But it's March
But
Madness. Anything
yeah.
can happen.
But why the reason why this one stuck out though is because there's four brackets, right? There are four 5 seed versus 12 seed matchups, and amongst those matchups, Clemson is the heaviest favorite against McNeese at -300. So he said, therefore, the way March Madness works, McNeese will at least cover the spread.
We'll see.
Because McNeese will either therefore win the game or at the very least cover a 7.5 spread.
Yeah.
McNeese is probably gonna win this fucking game. Probably. So this number at 7.5, I'm gonna take McNeese at 7.5. I love that.
Oh yeah, I got you.
What do you think? Maybe we'll water it down to like 12 or something.
Yeah, I might just water it down honestly. But I think those are good teams though. We can stick with.
All right, man. Well, those are our Sweet 16 picks.
All right. Appreciate everyone for joining us with our Sweet 16 picks. I am Monte with Matt, and we'll see you guys on the next episode.